the defense's performance today? It looked like they were excited and having some good reps.
They started fast. It was a lot of give and take. That's what camp's all about, making each other better. The offense is going to win some. The defense is going to win some.
Really picking up on the playbook a bit more. He was kind of zipping around more confidently. Anything that you're seeing specific out of him?
Just playing faster and understanding what he has to do and knowing where his help is. It's going to take a while for the young guys back there especially, but he's handling it well.
Any idea when Chris might be ready to get back into teamwork, a little contact? Has that been established?
Not yet. We're not going to rush him. We're just glad to see him out there working right now. As it goes on, we'll see.
If you didn't see Tom Brady, what's his status?
He was had an excused absence. We'll let him do what he needs to do. If he's back tomorrow, that's great, but we'll keep in touch and we'll monitor that.
Any update on Mike Evans?
Not yet. I saw him walk in. He might have tweaked the hamstring, but I'll see when I go inside.
Now, we've seen at left guard, obviously Stinney's been out there a bunch. We saw Walton out there for 2 days. Now we see Leverett out there for 2 days. Just trying to see how Gedeke fits in the mix and where his progress is.
He still gets in the mix. The other guys have been here, experience-wise. As we install, they kind of know it already. It's good for Luke to see somebody do it before he does it rather than just go out there and just make a mistake that way. So we're getting the older guys in there, some that's been here. As he gets experience and he'll play a lot, it's still an open competition.
Tom was off the other day. He's not here today. Are the other quarterbacks taking advantage of those extra reps? How are they performing in his absence?
Mentally, they're getting a lot of reps. I think it can only help them. It can only help them get reps and see everything full speed and going against the first defense. Blaine is seasoned, obviously. He's getting some good looks, and Kyle's getting a lot of experience.
Get a look at Godwin at all, or hear a report from anyone on his progress today?
I saw him do individual. He's running around. That's a whole different thing than playing football. Running around is a whole different thing. So we don't have our hopes up. We're just happy he's making progress.
In the secondary, in the nickel, we see a lot of kind of the free safety look. Is that something that obviously last year something you guys did use? We called the big nickel, that kind of thing. Do you see more free safety as part of the options in this defense looking forward?
It'll all be part of the game plan. We're moving a lot of guys around right now in case of injuries or things like that, but we do have that package. It just hasn't gone in yet.
Coach, is there any way, any difference in how you've operated training camp this year as opposed to your time coaching in New York?
I'm sure it's a lot different. I haven't sat down and looked at the ways. Obviously, I've been here 3 years, so it's going to be different. I was walking into a situation there that when you build and do different things. So, you know things differently about the game, and you understand things differently about how you want to practice. And I'm sure those things I've probably tweaked a little bit.
Anything else?
Thanks.
For me? Your seat warm.
Interceptions today. You have a different role leading into this year's training camp after they show that they trust you more coming off of last season. How does this year feel, and how do you feel today?
I feel confident going in this year, knowing I'm getting my hands on the balls more. I'm putting myself in a situation to make plays, and I'm just understanding the game better.
Adding the vets on in the secondary, I think guys like Keanu and Logan, how much more fluid is this secondary in terms of different looks and being able to move guys around?
The secondary is getting pretty smooth now, knowing that we got more vets, older vets into the system, because, they've been in the game longer than us. They understand the game a little better. And then coming off of Logan, seeing Logan, he good at disguising, reading concepts, so that's real big for our system, because if you know what the defense is, you know what routes to expect.
Based on our eye test, what we saw, it looked like a very good day for the defense and team. Would you agree? Was this a good day for the defense?
It was a great day for the defense, but we still didn't meet our standards because we supposed to get 5 turnovers a practice. So I think we got 2. So we didn't meet the standards today, but it was still overall good practice for us, communication wise, and then just working our techniques.
How much did Bowles challenge you after that last practice in the heat?
Oh, you talking about this one?
No, the previous one. He got in you guys grilled pretty good a little bit there.
It really wasn't much of a challenge. You just gotta expect that being in Florida. Like you don't come to Florida expecting it to be cold. You expect it just to be extremely hot. And then if you luckily have a good day where it's a breeze, then that's just a bonus for us.
You mentioned communication. You know, last year in some of the biggest games, thinking about the Rams in particular, both times you played them and some others, there were busts, right? There were just guys, all pros, running free. That's not supposed to happen. You guys have been together now in the secondary. How much is that the emphasis that, like, look, we have to be on this. We can't have those busts anymore.
It's big. Communication is big for us because we knowing that many games that we lost is always because of a communication. It could be either 1 or 2, but that 1 or 2 makes a huge difference in the game.
Anything else?
No, thank you, Mel. Thank you, Mel.
Week and a half in practice, how different things feel, how comfortable you are out there with how these are coming.
Sorry, you probably got to say that again. I couldn't hear you that much.
Sorry, just asking, now that you've had a week and a half of practice, how things are coming together for you, how much more comfortable you are out there.
Things been coming together well for me. Like you said, I've been here a week and a half, like a training camp practice. So you kind of got the same schedule, routine. You know what to expect kind of every day, just different scenarios. So coaches put us in, and just knowing the playbook more and more every day. Yeah, it's great to come out here and be confident and just play fast.
How much are you looking forward to having games starting next weekend as a way to kind of learn things much more? It's happening live in front of you in a game. I'm sure that helps.
Especially just being live in general. It's just a different aspect of the game, being tackled and breaking tackles and just things like that. So, it's a lot of excitement going into, next week and being preseason game and just, kind of to show what you can do and how in ways you can help out the team.
I know he's not in your room, but Chris Godwin's a huge part of this team. How cool and encouraging was it just to see him out there running around?
I was happy to see CG out there. Since I got here, me and CG talked a lot. He kind of been like a leader, obviously a mentor to me. So just to see him, kind of just heard and not being here, but just heard what he went through and how much rehab and how much hard work that takes to come back from an injury like that. It was just, for me, amazing to see him out there in pads and things like that.
Leonard Fournette had some great things to say about you the other day, and you mentioned the fact that you're working towards a starting position, and he loved that. Is there any advice that you're leaning on him for, and how do you think you're performing towards that starting position?
He said some good things about me. I didn't even know Lenny liked me. Nah, he cool. Nah, Lenny, that's my guy. I just pick his brain on a lot of things, like being out there football-wise and just being, young, trying to come in and adjust to the game and how to play ball. And we just talk a lot of stuff, he just helped me, tell me, I'm not going to get it over day. It ain't going to happen. When he was a rookie, he went through the same thing and things like that. So that's just been good to help in here. So, yeah, been a great leader.
Period been like from college speed to NFL speed, even though you haven't gotten the full gust of it yet from preseason?
The big adjustment for me just been the play speed, just things like that, as well as just the knowledge, just understanding the game and how more technical this level is than college is. Thank you. Thanks for having me.